Happy morning, children. Welcome to Blue Stars High Secondary School online classes. Today we are going to see your class for English for Standard 9. Okay. Today your lesson is Unit 4. So we are going to see the poem part in Unit 4. Okay. Are you ready with your books? Okay. So we'll just go with the Unit 4 poem. Okay. The Spider and the Fly. So what is the name of this poem? The Spider and the Fly. Understood? So see here about the author. So Mary Botham Howitt is the author of this poem, The Spider and the Fly. She was born in 1799 and she died in 1888. Okay. She was an English poet. She was born at Colford in Gloucestershire. She was educated at home and read widely. Okay, and she read widely. She commenced writing verses at a very early age. Together with her husband William Hobbit, she wrote over 180 books. Okay, so she is Mary Botham Hobbit. This is not a memory poem, but even though you have to listen to it carefully. Okay, so just listen here about the poem. It's a very important poem to the children nowadays. See here. So what they are telling about the poem. The Spider and the Fly, written by Mary Botham Howitt, is tale that cautions the students. Okay, so it's like a fable. You know what is a fable, right? Normally, a fable is a way of telling the story, the moral story with animals as characters. Okay, through the animals, like the animals will be speaking, right? So like that they will be creating some moral stories, that is called as fables. So this Spider and the Fly poem is also like a fable, wherein we have a conversation between a spider and a fly. Understood? So how this is important, how this gives cautions to the students, let's see. It is basically a cautionary tale. The Spider and the Fly is no doubt a didactic poem, as it has a strong moral or message for the readers. The spider cordially invites the fly into his parlor. So here parlor refers to the web of the spider, okay? And promises interesting things to see. So what are the interesting things? Spider is calling the fly to come inside the parlor, to come inside the web. So here the web of the spider is compared to a parlor and a den. So which animal will be living in the den? Lion, isn't it? So this spider's web is compared to a den, because the animal which is going into the lion's den will not come back, okay, because that will be consumed, that will be eaten by the lion. So similarly, the insect which is getting into the spider web will also be eaten by the spider. So that is why the spider's web is compared to a den also here. Okay. See, so what are the things the spider is promising? So you have some interesting things to see in my parlor. So what are they? A comfortable bed and food to eat. Okay. So the spider is calling with this. In spite of knowing spider's cunning nature, the humble fly fell into his traps. So what is this? The fly knows the spider is a cunning one and it is calling the fly to eat only. The fly knows that very well. In spite of that, it is listening to the posh words of the spider. Okay, it is just attractive words. It is just falling for it, and it just fell into the traps. Okay, so the moral of this tale is that the world is full of tricksters and we should be aware of them. So nowadays the students need to know this, isn't it? Who is a real friend, who is a false friend. Okay, so all these things they need to know. Who is a trickster? So you should not fall for any fake things. Understood? So this very important poem. So before getting into the poem, let us see some of the glossary part. Parlor. Parlor means a tidy room in a house used for entertaining guests. Okay. Winding. So it's not winding, it's winding. Winding means a twisting movements or course. You should have seen, no, the spider's web. It will be like winding, like a steps. It will be like a circle moment, right? A twisting moment. Weary. Weary means very tired. Understood? Pantry. Pantry is a room where beverages, food, dishes are stored. Okay, where all the eatables are stored. It's called as pantry. Subtle. So here it is not subtle. So B is silent here. Read this as subtle. Delicate or faint and mysterious. Okay. So flattering. Flattering means to praise or compliment insincerely. So it's not a real praise. It's just insincere, a false praise. Okay. Counselor, a person who advises. Understood? So with this glossary, we go into the poem. The spider and the fly. So let's start the poem. See, will you walk into my parlor? Said the spider to the fly. It's the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. The way into my parlor is winding up a stair, and I've many curious things to show when you are there. So this spider is calling the fly, the little fly. Okay, why it is calling actually? It is calling to eat the fly, but the fly is not coming forward. Okay, so what are the things the spider is telling? What are the attractive words? How it is attracting the fly towards the web? That is the poem about. Okay, so what is the first thing is asking? The spider is asking, little fly, come into my parlor. So come into my web and see. I have a very prettiest, a very beautiful parlor I have in my web, which you have to see. Okay, which you would have not seen such a beautiful parlor so far. So come inside my parlor, come inside my web and see my beautiful parlor. Okay, so how you can come inside my parlor? You have to climb up the winding stair is the web. Okay, if you climb up the winding stairs, if you climb up the web, spider's web, you can come and see my parlor. And I have many curious things to show when you are there. What is this? So the spider says, see, I have a very beautiful parlor inside my web. And how you can just come, you can just climb up the web and you can come inside my parlor. Once if you come inside, you have many beautiful and very interesting things to see here. I have a lot of things to show to you when you come here. So will you come into my parlor to see all those things? The spider is asking the fly. Okay, but the fly says, oh, no, no, said the little fly. To ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can never come down again. So, what is the little fly telling? The little fly says, oh, no, no, spider, I will not come. Okay, to ask me in vain, which means asking me is complete useless. Okay, I will not hear to your words at all, because I know the one who is coming into your web will not come back again, because they will be eaten, they will be dead, isn't it? So the fly says, no, I will not come. Clear? See next, what is he asking? I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed? Said the spider to the fly. There are pretty curtains drawn around, the sheets are fine and thin, and if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in. So what is he asking now? The fly says, no, I will not come inside. And now the next one, the next trick the spider is posing. So what is the trick? He says, oh little fly, I know you're very tired. Why? Because the fly is like flying, no? It's rising up. The wings are rising up, like flying with the wings so high. So the spider says, I know you little fly, I know you are tired of flying high. So I have a little bed in my house. So come and rest upon my little bed. Okay, and not only the bed is also having some beautiful curtains around. Okay, and the sheets are the bed sheets are very fine. Okay, the bed sheets are very fine and thin, very soft. So you can come and take rest for some time. Okay, if you want to take rest, I will take you and put you in the bed so that you can take rest nicely. The spider is telling to the fly. Understood? See here, I'm sure you must be weary, dear. Weary means tired. Okay, so I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up. Soaring up is flying up or rising up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed? Said the spider to the fly. There are pretty curtains drawn around. The sheets are fine and thin. And if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in. So, what is it? I will just take you and put you in the bed. The spider is telling to the fly. So, what the fly answers? Let's see. Oh, no, no, said the little fly. For I've often heard it said, they never wake again who sleep upon your bed. So, what is the fly saying? Oh, no, no, I don't want to come and sleep in your bed because I have heard people saying that the one who sleeps in your bed will never come back again. Okay, what does it mean? Yeah, if the ones who get into the spider's web will not come back again, isn't it? That will be eaten by the spider. So now the spider is telling the third one. See what is the first one is this he said, I have, yeah, what is that? The first one. Yeah, the spider says, I have a beautiful parlor, isn't it? And then the fly says, no, I will not come into your parlor. The next he says, I have beautiful bed, isn't it? So that with pretty curtains, so that you can come and take rest. For that also, the fly says, no, I will not come. So what is the third one? See, what is he telling? Said the cunning spider to the fly, dear friend, what can I do to prove the warm affection I've always felt for you? I've within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're welcome. Will you please to take a slice? So what now the spider is telling? Oh my little dear friend, see you're not at all coming forward. I am telling you so many things. I have lot of things for you, but you are not ready to take up anything. So now at least I want to prove my affection towards you. So how much I love you, I just want to show that. So I have a pantry with good store. Okay, so I have a pantry means pantry is a place where all the eatables are stored, isn't it? So I have a pantry, lot of eatables inside my house. So I'm sure you're very welcome. Will you please take a slice? Which means come inside and have a bite of it. Okay. So if you come inside and eat it, you can just see how much affection I have towards you. So what is the spider telling now? It is telling that I have a beautiful pantry. You can come and have some delicious food here. So I want to prove my affection by inviting you to the pantry. So now just see what the fly says. Oh no, no, said the little fly. Kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry and I do not wish to see. So the little fly is telling, oh no, no, sir, I don't want to come inside. You're very kind. Thank you for inviting me. Everything is okay. But I am not ready to come inside your pantry because I know what is there. I have heard what is there in your pantry. What will be there? All the dead insects will be there, isn't it? So I don't want to see that. Okay, so the fly is aware of it. So the fly is telling, kind sir, that cannot be. So I have heard what's in your pantry and I do not wish to see that. Now, the next thing, the fourth one, what is it telling? Sweet creature, said the spider, you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings! How brilliant are your eyes! I've a little looking glass upon my parlor shelf. If you'll step in one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself. So now what is the spider telling? Oh, sweet creature, you're so wise, you're so intelligent. Okay, and your see, you are very having a very beautiful wings. The flies will have wings, right? And you see your eyes, how brilliant, how beautiful looking your eyes are. I have lit, so the spider is trying to like flatter the fly. Okay, telling some false words. So what is it telling? You have beautiful gauzy wings and your eyes are so brilliant, so beautiful. So I have a little glass, looking glass or mirror in my parlor shelf. So if you come inside and have a look at yourself in my mirror and you will like yourself. So you are so beautiful. The spider is telling to the fly. Understood? See here. Sweet creature, said the spider, you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings. How brilliant are your eyes. I have a little looking glass upon my parlor shelf. If you'll step in one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself. Understood? So, what the fly is telling, see, I thank you, gentle sir, she said, for what you are pleased to say, and bidding you good morning now. I'll call another day. So, what is it telling? Thank you, sir. I'm very happy to hear that you are inviting me to your house, but I am going now. Okay, I will not, I will come on some other day, not today. The fly says, understood? The fly says to the spider, not today. I'm not coming to your home today, but I'm very happy that you're inviting me so that I will come on some other day. Okay. The spider turned him round about and went into his den. So, this is what I told you. The den refers to the web here. Okay. For well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. So he wove a subtle web in the little corner sly and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. So, what is this? Now the spider is ready. The fly says that he is going back to the home, isn't it? So the fly says, some other day I will come to your home, but not today. And saying so, the fly also started moving. And now the spider is also moving back to his web, because the spider knows very well that the silly fly, the foolish fly, will come back again, because the fly was listening to the spider's words, the attractive words, isn't it? So that the spider was spinning a web in the corner of the house, okay, and then he is ready to eat the fly. When the fly comes, the spider is ready, all set to eat the fly. Understood? See here. The spider turned him round about and went into his den, for well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. So he wove a subtle web in the little corner sly and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Understood? Then he came out to his door again and merrily did sing, come hither, hither, pretty fly, with the pearl and silver wing, your robes are green and purple. There is a crest upon your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead. So, all these are like the flattering words just to attract the fly. The spider is telling all the flattering words. So now what is happening? Then the spider is coming out to his door again. Okay, he's coming out to the door and is happily singing. Okay, and the spider is saying, "Come here, pretty fly, beautiful fly, come here. You are having a pearl and silver wing. The color of your wing is pearl and silver wing. It's very shining. Okay, your robes, you have a dress of green and purple. Okay, your outfits is green and purple, and you also have a crest, a crown like thing upon your head, so you look so beautiful. So your eyes are like a diamond bright, your eyes are shining like diamond, but see my eyes, it is very dull like a lead. What is a lead? Yeah, the sharp point of the pencil, isn't it? How dark it is. So the Spider says, see, my eyes are very dull like a lead. But see, your eyes are like shining like a diamond. So all these flattering words the spider is telling to the fly. Okay, so the spider is telling the fly is having pearl and silver wing, and the dress of the fly is in green and purple color, and there is a crest upon the head of the fly. Okay. Alas, alas, how very soon this silly little fly, hearing this willy flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings, she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head. Poor foolish thing. So now what happens? Slowly, slowly, this little fly is getting attracted by the flattering words of the spider. Okay, and what? It is coming nearer to the spider now. Okay, it is just buzzing its wings. So this is moving the wings and it is coming nearer and nearer. What is in the mind of the fly now? The words which is spoken by the spider. The spider said that the fly has very bright eyes and a green and purple dress, isn't it? And it has a crest upon the head also. So the fly was only thinking about those words and it is moving towards the spider. So poor foolish thing. So he has believed the spider, isn't it? See here, alas, alas, how very soon the silly little fly, hearing his willy flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings, she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hue, thinking only of the crested head, poor foolish thing. Because initially the fly was aware why the spider is calling the fly to the nest, isn't it? The web. Because to kill, to eat the fly only, the spider was calling the fly, isn't it? So the fly was aware of it. But after some time, after listening to the attractive words of the spider, the fly completely forgets about the original nature of the spider. It gets attracted towards the words of the spider, so it start moving towards the web. At last, up jumped the cunning spider and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up his winding stair into his dismal den within his little parlor, but she never came out again. Understood? So, what happened? Once the fly goes near to the web, the spider's web, the cunning spider immediately grabbed the fly and it was just taking her in the den, the winding stairs to the dismal den into the web. It is taking the spider, so the fly to the web. Okay, with a little parlor. But after that, the fly cannot come out. It was just got trapped into the spider's web. And now, dear little children, who may read the story, to idle, silly, flattering words, I pray you never give heed. Unto an evil counselor, close heart and ear and eye. And take a lesson from this tale of the spider and the fly. See? So, the last one. At last, the fly becomes a food for the spider. The spider has eaten the fly. It was telling all the attractive words, and the fly also forget the real intention of the spider and it just went into the web and it got trapped and it was eaten by the spider, and finally the fly also dead, isn't it? So, from this poem, what is the moral they are telling little children? They said, little children, you should not listen to the flattering words, the flattering words, the attractive words. So, you should not listen to anybody who is just speaking very attractive words, because they may set a trap to you. Okay, so you have to Close your heart and ear and eye. So this lesson, this tale is a lesson for you. You have to learn from it and you should not pay attention to any of those attractive words. Okay, children, I hope you understand this poem. Now let's see the mind map. See, spider chases a fly to enter into its web. Okay, kindles the curiosity of the fly by saying all those things. Isn't it? The parlor is there, a mirror is there, everything. The fly is witty and refuses to enter into its house. Spider pretends to be a host asked to rest in its home. It offers to give food and bed to rest. The fly declines its offer politely. So finally, it flatters the fly. How it flatters? It praises the eyes, wings, and her wisdom. Invites the fly to look at herself in the mirror. So, tempted by its words, the fly falls a victim to its prey. Prey means food, okay? So that's all, children. I hope you understand this. So read the poem in your book. You just read it. It's a very easy poem. It's just like a fable, like a story only it is. Read it and understand it. And I've just given appreciation and paragraph along with this video. Okay. Copy that content from the given PDF in the classwork. Learn it as well. Okay. Learn. Thank you, children. Have a blessed day.